Hi there, I'm Voltibird, and today I'm going to show you how to make the most starter-friendly kelp farm I could come up with. Now, I won't make a resource list because it all depends on how big you want the farm to be. It can be anything from one kelp source to a literal ocean of kelp, but in my hotbar right now are the general items that you are going to need. Actually, funnily enough, I forgot kelp. So usually what most kelp farms are going to look like is something along the lines of this. You're gonna have a piece of kelp growing with a piston on top, an observer on top of that, a piece of redstone. There we go. Now technically this is actually a fully functioning kelp farm. This could work. But if you're looking to make a large scale farm, that is gonna be a lot of observers. So what I've done is I've taken this concept and just made it slightly more compact and halved the number of observers that you need. So what we're gonna start with is I'm just gonna build the outline of the base like this, and we're gonna put a water bucket, water source on every single one of these blocks, and then go ahead and put some kelp. Then we go to the back side and we place one observer on every other block, like this. On top of that, we put some pistons. We go to the back and then we place one solid block behind each observer. On top of that, we put a redstone dust, and between that, we put another solid block. I'm just gonna put some glass around here so it's easier to see. Also, I'm trying to do this completely unscripted, so, you know, it might be a terrible video, might be a really good video, we'll see. Now, one block above the piston, I'm going to place half slabs. This is because if you want to expand this farm, you can actually use half slabs as a way of growing kelp, because it actually counts as a solid block. And we also need a water source to be above the pistons, because when the pistons extend, they're going to remove whatever water source is in front of it. Just like that. And that's not good. So what instead we're going to do is we're going to put water sources on each one of these slabs. And now it can't remove it. Also, by doing it this way, that means that this block here is not going to be a water source, so whenever the kelp grows and it gets pushed out by the piston, it's going to fall straight down and not float to the top, making it easier to collect. So back to these slabs. Of course, this is not enough. You're a Minecraft player. You want thousands of chests full of kelp. And to do that, we actually just repeat this exact thing on top of it. So we're going to go ahead and place 3 observers. We're going to place some pistons on top of that. Build up this wall around it. Put the half slabs back in. I would recommend, by the way, doing the water parts before you put in the redstone. Sometimes the observers will be looking at the blocks and they will be changing because of the pistons, and then you have just a constant loop, and that's kind of annoying. Put in the redstone. And lastly, the kelp. Why did that not work? Oh, that's why. See, this is why you should do stuff scripted and actually, you know, record different parts at different times. But, you know, I'm not that smart. Alright. There we go. And that's a working farm. I'm gonna take down the text speed a tiny bit, because that's getting annoying. And lastly, for the collection system, I haven't really given this that much thought. But for me, usually, when I'm at the point in a world where I will build a kelp farm, I'm probably gonna have some sort of small iron farm at least. So I'm just gonna use hoppers. Going this way. If I turn the tick speed back up, we should see that all of this kelp, without mistake, is gonna make its way into this hopper. Yeah, that is pretty much it. And this can be expanded however much you want in any direction. It can go up, it can go sideways, you can put multiple modules in different columns. So basically, if you want kelp, you can get kelp. And at half the cost you would usually do. And yes, I am aware flying machine farms exist. I just never have any slime within the first 5 weeks I'm playing in a world. So this is just the easiest solution before you have slimes. When you have slime, you should look up a tutorial for that, because I'm not gonna do that, because I'm terrible at flying machines. Also, let me know if you enjoyed this presenting style. Doing it unscripted feels very weird, but also kind of comfortable, because I know it's gonna be funnier if I make mistakes. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. And quickly before this video ends, I'm just gonna show you one more time how you build this. You put 2 observers like that, you put the building block there, you put some redstone dust, building block between those redstone dust, pistons on top of that, and there you go. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, also the slabs. So that's the quick version of how to do it. And I just took 5 minutes to explain it, so you know, you're welcome.